The world produces up to 7 billion gallons of wine per year. A few of the top 10 biggest wine producing countries are Italy, France, Spain, Germany, and Portugal. The reason why wine is so popular there is obviously climate, but it is also the result of centuries of history, with the first traces of wine discovered over 8,000 years ago. Grapes have thousands of varieties, and their flavor varies on many different factors, including the soil that they're grown in. I visited a grape vineyard in Portugal in the center of the Algarve, a region that only produces very little amounts of wine due to the dry nature of the soil during most of the year. Wine in Portugal has been made for over 4,000 years and has become an essential part of their culture. Although the majority of wine sold in Portugal is extremely cheap, selling for only a couple euros per bottle, some exclusive port wine bottles can sell for thousands of euros. While Portugal has over 10 million residents, there are approximately 300 million grapevines and over 4,700 wineries. Some have been there for centuries. These wineries are run by a variety of people, from small family-owned vineyards up to huge corporate vineyards stretching thousands of acres. To understand how wine is truly made, I traveled to a winery just outside the city of Silves. The wine produced here comes from a blend of local grapes. The first step of making wine is to harvest the grapes by hand once they're ripe. The main reason grapes are harvested by hand is due to the mechanical harvesters causing bruising to the grapes, which then affects the taste of the wine. The next step of winemaking is crushing, where the grapes are crushed and pressed to release all the juices and colours while leaving behind the skin. Traditionally, this step would be done by thousands of workers, stomping on the grapes with their bare feet until it created a consistent juice commonly known as must.
So to make white and rosé, the process is much simpler than actually the reds. The white and rosé, because we are using a press machine, it will separate automatically the skin, the seeds from the juice. So we will have just juice. And it goes to a stainless steel tank or oak barrel if we want, and we will start the alcoholic fermentation. The alcoholic fermentation normally takes just a few weeks, 1 month maximum, not even.
The penultimate stage of winemaking is called clarification or stabilization. This is where the protein along with any solids or precipitates will all be removed from the wine juice. While this step may seem mundane, it's extremely important and a crucial step in making and bottling wine. Without this step, there's a chance that the extra yeast in the wine will continue to ferment while inside the bottle, releasing gases and building pressure inside the bottle. This can cause the bottle to explode, turning an innocent bottle of wine into a lethal glass-spreading bomb. After the wine has been stabilized, it gets racked into another container where it will be ready to be bottled or aged for a few more months or years. Finally, the wine will go through the bottling machine into the clear bottles. Once corked and labelled, the wine bottles will be stored for a period of time, as all these processes are very aggressive for the wine and it can lose some qualities. To allow the wine to be the best quality possible, they store the wine before distributing. The people here at Cabrita Wines ship their bottles to a select few supermarkets, as well as some fine dining restaurants up in Lisbon, the capital of Portugal.